Hi Virgo, how are you? Happy birthday. It's your season. Happy Virgo season. I hope that you are having a wonderful time so far. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Nina or Sinfulpluto, and if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you are able to receive a message that you need in this reading today. I'm happy to be back. I was gone for a little bit, but I'm so grateful and happy to be home. You know, my Cancer ass was just like, I need my bed right now. But yes, so today we're going to be going over what you should be expecting between August 26th. Yes, August 26th all the way to September 8th. Okay, so this is another bi-weekly video. I think I'm going to stick to that. All right. But I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to go in with an oracle deck first, with the wisdom of the oracle, and then I'm going to go in with my happy tarot, just to see what other messages we can get through. So let's get started. I'm going to move this a little bit back. Okay. Alrighty, so Virgo. What is in store for Virgo between August 26th, there you go, and September 2nd? This deck, I feel, is very receptive to my energy, I guess, and I get a lot of answers with this. All right, so we have chop wood and to the sea. Alrighty, so it kind of feels like right now you're in a state in your life right now where obviously I feel like you're focusing a lot on your work, you're focusing a lot on the details. Of course, it's Virgo season, right? With the chop wood card, I get the sense of like you basically cleaning everything up, you kind of working on a lot of things, just doing a lot of like chores, essentially, like brooming. I see that there's a lot of chores that you have to do, or just kind of like obligatory things that you have to do in order to maintain your life or in order to maintain a certain lifestyle or whatever it is. So like being clean, trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle, those sort of things, like focusing a lot on the detail. And it seems that with this to the sea card, some of you might be feeling a little bit lonely or feeling like you're going on some sort of adventure, or I don't really want to say adventure, but kind of like following a route that is different from everyone else. And I feel like you might feel a little bit isolated. You might feel a little bit, because you're focusing so much on all of these sort of menial tasks, or kind of like those really tedious tasks that no one else really likes to do. I feel like you're kind of isolating yourself a little bit, or you are kind of feeling a little bit alone, or just feeling a little bit lonely, or maybe feeling like you're just going on your own path, or I think just exploring different parts of yourself and things of that nature. All right, so next we have peace. So I feel like you kind of need time for yourself, and I feel like it's good that you're focusing on these lifestyle changes, or whatever this chopped wood can signify to you, whether it's like a lifestyle change, or you're just focusing on yourself, focusing on bettering yourself as a person, or just focusing on things that in the long run benefit you, even though it might feel like right now you're not getting the immediate results. They'll benefit you in the long run, and like once you finish doing all of those tasks, you'll feel a lot better. Does that kind of make sense? And I feel like you're kind of at peace with the fact that you're not really going out there, that you're not really like being a social butterfly, so to speak. You're okay with the fact that you're, kind of on your own, and it's not necessarily lonely. You just don't mind being in your own company. And I feel like you're really taking the time this Virgo season, or within the next 2 weeks, just to kind of introspect on yourself and to take care of yourself. And, I feel like you're okay with that. You're feeling really at peace, which just kind of makes sense because it is your season. So you're in your own element, essentially. So let's get more clarity on these these three oracle cards. All right, so let's see. Let's get clarity in this situation. Can we clarify? Can we clarify this chopped wood card, please? What does this signify for Virgo for the next 2 weeks? Chopped wood. Okay, that was too many cards. Can you hear that singing? That was my little cousin. Alright. Can we clarify this chopped wood card for Virgo, please? What does this signify for Virgo? Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess you want to talk. Alright, I'm going to take 2 cards that fell out. This one here, and then this one here. Alrighty, so we have the Queen of Cups reversed and the Ten of Wands. So you could be dealing with a water sign, or this could be your own energy where you're overwhelming yourself a little bit too much. It seems to me that with this chopped wood card, these 2 tarot cards are kind of signifying to me that you have a lot of work on your hands or on your shoulders. There's a lot. I feel like you're overwhelming yourself with too many tasks at once. So chopped wood can signify that some of you are focusing too much on the small details, on the irrelevant details, or on details that don't have immediate impact. I feel that with this Ten of Wands, you're overwhelming yourself trying to finish everything at once, and it's not really benefiting you, and I feel like emotionally it's draining you with this Queen of Cups reversed. It could also signify, honestly, this feels this feels very Cinderella for some of you, where there's like the evil stepmother with this Queen of Cups reversed, someone very manipulative, someone who kind of gaslights you or just makes you feel guilty. And this person, it doesn't have to be like an evil stepmother. It can literally be anyone in your life, but the vibe that I get is an evil stepmother. The vibe that I get with this is like there's someone in your life who is kind of pushing all of these responsibilities onto you and making you do all of these things and basically like making you into a servant. And you're feeling obviously overwhelmed by this, and you know, you're feeling emotionally drained, and you're also feeling just really tired, and you feel burdened, and you feel like the world is against you and that the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And so I feel like some of you kind of need to start building stronger boundaries. And I feel like it's important for you to stand up for yourself and not just be one to always serve others, because with this Ten of Wands, this signifies someone who is taking on other people's responsibilities to the point that they're losing their own vision, that they're losing the vision of their own goal, of what they originally intended to do. And so I feel like it's important for you to push yourself to no longer carry the burdens of this person specifically, but to carry the burdens of other people, or to carry the responsibilities of other people, and set healthy boundaries and say to this person, this is not my responsibility. It's up to you to do that. It's not my problem. I'm sorry. And to just keep on pushing and to focus on what you truly want to do, and to kind of take control of the situation, because it kind of feels like this person has been pushing you down and pushing you down and pushing you down for a very long time, and eventually you're going to have to burst. So that's kind of like what I see for that situation. And I feel like you're a dreamer, and you have your own things to focus on, and the longer you focus on trying to please this person, because that's kind of what it feels like for some people, if it's not like an authority figure who is just pushing you down, maybe it's just like a friend or something who is just leeching off of you and taking so much of your energy, and pushing all of their burdens onto you and projecting onto you all of the time. And that's exhausting. Having to adapt and to, bend backwards and do all of these things just to please someone who can't even begin to fathom pleasing themselves, because they're just so miserable and they're comfortable in their own misery. So that's kind of like what that seems like. All right, let's see. What is this to the sea card for Virgo? What does this signify for Virgo? For Virgo? For Virgo. Can we clarify this to the sea card? What does this signify for Virgo? I feel like for some of you, to the sea can signify that you need to declare your independence and follow your own path. And kind of follow your own true north. And the reason why I say that is because, right, there's this person here, there's this little fairy. There's a little fairy, and, she has her little binoculars, and then she has this, arrow pointing that way. And that to me is like, you're being pointed down a different direction. And I feel like you kind of have to trust that you're going to make it through that journey, I guess you could say. And, because, you know, the little boat, the boat is paper. It's a paper boat. And so this is telling me, like, that boat can only carry so much weight, and that boat was made perfectly to fit your own weight and your own burdens and your own dreams and all of that. You know, this boat was not made to carry the burdens of other people. And I feel like you have to just follow your dreams. You have to do what makes you feel good, and you have to follow your true north. You have to follow your own path and kind of stop trying so hard to guide people to their own path and to their own greatness by neglecting yourself. And especially doing this for people who don't even appreciate it, doing it for people who are just completely unaware or just they lack self-awareness. You know, you have to focus on yourself. And I keep on seeing the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I mean, I'm not going to like go into it, but this is the second time that I'm seeing the Page of Cups. Like, you need to follow your own dream, your own dreams. You need to follow your own dreams and your own path, because I feel that you will be so much more at peace and so much more in balance. And I feel like you really need to speak up. To the Sea is a completely blue card, and so this to me is all throat chakra. And so I feel like this is just saying, you know, you need to speak up. You need to, you know, be comfortable in speaking up and speaking for yourself and speaking your truth and saying what you have to say and being unapologetic about it, because I feel like a lot of you have kind of been silenced, or you've been guilt-tripped into silence or manipulated into silence, and that has to stop. So let's see. To the Sea. What does this To the Sea signify for Virgo? What further clarity can we get into this? What further clarity can we get from To the Sea for Virgo within the next 2 weeks? Alrighty, kids. We've got a card. Oh, we got 2 cards. Okay, so we have Seven of Swords reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So with these 2 cards, the Seven of Swords reversed is immediately telling me that there has to be proper planning to this. So it could be that lately you haven't really been planning things out, or that lately, you know, some of you could really be overthinking, but okay, so the Nine of Pentacles reversed always signifies to me someone doing the same thing all over again and trying and expecting different results. And that's why this person is continuously facing so many obstacles, because they're doing the same thing all over again. They're not trying different things. They're not trying to re-strategize. They're not looking from a different frame of mind. They're looking at it from the same exact lens each and every time and hoping that that specific outcome is going to lead, or that specific, you know, way of doing things is going to lead to a different outcome. And so the Seven of Swords reverse is telling me that you need to replan, you need to re-strategize, you need to do things differently, and you need to have a proper plan. You need to have a clear idea in mind as to how you're going to approach the situation. You have to have a very clear idea in mind as to how you are going to declare your independence, as to what you are going to say, how are you going to say it, what tone you're going to use, when you're going to say it, how you're going to say it, you know, all of it. I feel like this is kind of saying choose your words wisely, because I feel like this is almost like you have one shot. And it's important for you to use that one shot precisely or efficiently, or sufficiently, efficiently. Because the Seven of Swords reverse is telling me, like, again, you need to plan rather than trying to rush everything, rather than trying to scramble, or rather than trying to, like, justify everything at once. You need time to think. You need time to strategize. You need time to create a bulletproof plan, essentially, or a foolproof plan, should I say. All right? I want to get further insight into the Seven of Swords reversed for Virgo. So, can you clarify the Seven of Swords reversed, please? Can you clarify the Seven of Swords reversed, please, for Virgo in the next 2 weeks? Yeah, so I have the Hierophant reversed. So this to me is like a breakup or a separation. I don't know if you could also be dealing with a Taurus or a Capricorn, but this to me is like you need to go your own way, but it has to be planned out. whoever this Queen of Cups is to you, this person has to be cut off, or you have to create distance between you and this person, because they're not serving you, they're not helping you, they're not benefiting you. If anything, they're giving you way too many responsibilities, they're weighing you down, they're doing all of these things, and it's just not helping you. They're making you feel this way, or the roles could be reversed, and you're the one making someone else feel this way, in which case this person needs to speak up to you. So don't be surprised if this person kind of like snaps on you or goes off on you because you haven't been treating them well, because you haven't been respecting any sort of boundaries, and you've been taking advantage of them. So roles can be reversed. So yeah, Seven of Swords clarified by the Hierophant reverse is just telling me like there has to be a clear-cut plan as to how this breakup or separation is going to happen. You have to do things differently with this Hierophant card reversed. Whenever I see the Hierophant reversed, I think Aquarius. I think of someone doing things unconventionally. I think of someone doing things that go against the grain, that are not conventional, that are, not socially accepted, if you will. So this to me is like you need to think outside of the box. You need to do things differently. You need to have a different perspective so that you can get out of the situation, and so that you can basically unstick yourself from everything, and that you can make the progress that you need to make. Alrighty, so what else can we say for Virgo? I want to clarify this peace card. So can we clarify peace for Virgo? What does this signify for Virgo? I feel like this is just saying to me, like, you're going to feel so much more happy, and you're going to feel so much more at peace. You're going to feel so much better, right? When you go your own way, when you follow your own path, when you do your own thing, and you kind of release yourself from all of those burdens or obligations and responsibilities that were never yours to begin with. It could be that, ooh, hold on. For some of you, it could be that this Queen of Cups is going to try to like offer some sort of olive branch, or, raise a white flag, or kind of surrender, or kind of try to call a truce to all of this. But I feel like this is them kind of trying to just reel you back in. And I feel like this person is going to try to say to you, like, I've changed, I'm going to do better, trying to convince you to stay and to like basically continue this cycle that has been going on for such a long time. And I really encourage you to not listen to this person, because I don't think that someone texted me. It was my boyfriend. I don't think that this is a healthy cycle for you, and I don't believe that someone can just change on the flip of a switch like that. I feel like this person is trying to draw you back in, and if you do kind of go back to this person, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that this person goes back to their old ways after a few days, or after a few hours, or after a few weeks, because that's how a lot of toxic or unhealthy relationships kind of go. They promise to change, but they never do, and until they realize like what they lost. And I feel like you have to give them that taste of that medicine, essentially. So there's that. All right, so let's clarify this peace card. All right, there you go. There you go. Alrighty. Okay, Empress reversed. Didn't I say that? I said that. Yes. This is the same person to me. This is the same person. The Empress and the Queen of Cups, this is the same person. It could also be just someone who's not taking care of themselves. The Empress reverse can signify someone who isn't taking care of themselves. It could also be a Taurus or a Libra, someone very Venusian. But this to me is just saying, like, this is a motherly figure. This is a very nurturing figure. And again, very manipulative. This person is very childish. For those of you who resonate with the whole scenario that this is like an evil stepmother or whatever, and this is like, this card is clarifying peace. So like this person, I really do feel that this person is going to try to reach out to you and try to make you come back to them and to, you know, try to make amends or, you know, try to like offer that olive branch. But I really encourage you not to take it. And I encourage you to take on the energy of the Queen of Swords, of someone like detached, and you have to look at things objectively. You have to look at the facts and be like, you do not serve me at all. You do not benefit me at all. You did this and this and this to me. I'm sorry, but you do not belong in my life anymore. I will no longer allow you in my life anymore. Have a good one. And that's that. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. It doesn't have to be this blown up thing, but you have to set your boundaries. And I feel like you have to detach yourself from your emotions for a bit, and you have to think of things from a more objective point of view, from a more objective way, because I feel like emotions could be, you know, this person could really try to appeal to your emotions, to appeal to your feelings or to your sympathy or to your empathy or to your compassion, and you have to set that boundary and tell them, no, that's not going to work anymore. I'm sorry. That's not going to work on me anymore. And you have to raise your sword, and you have to kind of be very blunt about the situation with yourself and with this person. And you have to just, I feel like it's just time for you to cut this person off. I feel like this person hasn't served you at all. And I feel like it's time for you to reach your peace. It's time for you to reach your moment of peace, because I feel like this has been going on for a while, it feels like. And, or however long that this has been going on, it doesn't have to be a long time that this has been going on, but however long this has been going on, it's time for you to release this person. It's time for you to do better for yourself. It's time for you to raise your standard and to treat yourself better, and to no longer allow other people to just drag you through the mud and expect you to just be okay with it. And to expect you to just do all of their messy work, to do all of their dirty laundry. It's not your responsibility, and it never has been your responsibility. So you need to stand up for yourself, set healthy boundaries. Like, yeah. Here we have a change in the wind. This to me is kind of saying like, this person is really going to be taken aback if and when you decide to release them and let them go. And I feel like it's going to be a very unexpected change for them. Like, they're going to lose their footing, and they're not going to know how to react. And they're not going to know, you know, what to do. And it'll feel like they're scrambling. They're going to feel like they're scrambling to try to get you back. They're going to do everything in their power to get you back, to manipulate you back into the situation. They're going to try to appeal to you in every way possible, and you have to make sure that it does not work. You have to make sure that you, like, there's a wall between you. Like, when you look at them, that there's just a wall. And you have to kind of let out a little bit of the Ice Queen. You have to let out that Ice Queen and show them that you're not here to play, and that they can no longer take advantage of you. Yeah. What else? I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to go ahead and read an affirmation for you guys, because I just love reading affirmations for everyone. I'm going to read from my Affirmators deck. So, let's see. Alright, what message, what affirmations Virgo need to hear at this time? What affirmation does Virgo need to hear for the next 2 weeks between August 26th and September 8th? What does Virgo need to hear? What affirmation would benefit Virgo as... Oh, there you go. All right, we have options. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. So this is options. And then we have patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is a sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. So that's that card. I feel like this patience card has a lot to do with the Seven of Swords reversed, where it's this separation, this breakup, whatever this is, it's going to take a little bit of time. And I feel like the patience card is also saying that you have to be very patient with this other person in terms of, you know, them trying to get you back, you know, it's like you have to keep your resolve. You have to remain calm and collected and not let them trigger you, not give them the power to get a reaction out of you. To stay calm, like I said, to stay collected, to remain at peace with yourself and to remain unfazed through all of, you know, their actions and behaviors in terms of like them basically jumping through hoops to keep you where you're at now, to keep you stuck, to keep you by their side, to keep you in the low vibration with them, because they can't handle the fact that you want to do better for yourself, and that, you know, they don't want to be alone, they don't want to be lonely, so they want other people to stay with them in the low vibe that they're in, so that they can feel better about themselves, essentially, and so that they can basically soothe their ego, they can stroke their ego, and all of that. And, you know, that's not for you, that's not your job, that's not responsibility, and it's never been your responsibility. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you did. Let me know if it resonates with you in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your feedback and your anecdotes and your stories and all of that. I really love to connect with you all and just to see how these messages help, or if they haven't helped or whatever. I like this. Also, I never said, but this applies for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I should have said that in the beginning, but I didn't. But I did now, so... But yeah, if you liked the video, let me know in the comments down below. Give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you so desire, and hit the bell notification to know when I upload my videos. I'm planning soon, I don't know when, oh my god, but I want to do hook card readings and other shit. But yeah, and let's see. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at Sinfulpluto.com, although I will say I am on a little mini hiatus still from personal readings, just because I want to focus on myself, and also my boyfriend is coming into town soon and I want to be able to focus on him. So personal readings are kind of closed right now, but you can book with me when they're open, which is like September. It's like mid-September almost, beginning or middle of September that I'm opening readings again. So there's that. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can do so on Instagram and Twitter at Sinfulpluto. And I think that's it. Darlings. I will see you 2 weeks from now. I hope that you're drinking your water. Please take your vitamins, eat your foods, your meals, sleep well, disconnect from social media during your bedtime. Don't go to bed at untimely hours. Just take care of yourself. Take better care of yourself. Eat your fruits, eat your veggies, probiotics, I don't know, your vitamins, whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself and to nurture yourself, do it, okay? This is your month. This is your season. Take care of yourself, okay? I love you. Bye.